What's up, guys? Jacob Gandy here, and I think we're now closing the fourth month straight of wholesaling every day here in the San Antonio market. I've got a nice, fancy little setup now. I took a class with Mitzi, and now everything's evolved from my approach to wholesaling in San Antonio to social media and the professionalism of it all. I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of what I experienced uh, in this class with Mitzi. I signed a contract at the beginning, so I can't share with you guys everything that I learned, but what I will tell you, what I can share with you, is the approach that YouTube University shares with us, which is going to like PropStream or batch leads and pulling lists, skip tracing them, using cold calling or SMS texting as our means of marketing. Um, well, in my experience, it didn't work, and I did it really well. And even though I did it really well, there's really only so well that you can do it. I mean, as long as you're doing it consistently, you're doing it well. Even though I was doing it consistently, I wasn't getting anywhere. I'm actually just now today finally getting confirmation from the owner of that old historic property that I've talked about in previous videos. Um, the contract from him so that I can finally assign that deal, which that's taken almost 5 months. That's ridiculous. That's insane. Um, so we were taught a different method of finding our sellers. The method that we are using is Facebook ads and organic marketing. Organic marketing is videos just like this, except for instead of me sharing my journey of wholesaling, it is me sharing what it is that I'm doing, that I can help sellers out that own land or own whatever it is, homes, pre-foreclosures, foreclosures, tax delinquencies, whatever it may be. That's organic marketing, and the channels or the apps that you would do organic marketing on would be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You could do Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and I think that's it. TikTok. Can't forget TikTok. TikTok apparently is huge, super huge. Right now, today, it's the most viewed social media platform that there is. So definitely wise to hop on that too. And you just make videos like, hey, you got different properties you don't want. I'll buy them cash, cover closing costs, whatever. And so that's really what we were learning about. The meat and the bones of her course was really about the operations, what the operations should look like in your wholesaling business, and she taught how to make any business. If you can make a wholesaling business run good, then you can make any business run good. Wholesaling is actually one of the most difficult businesses to scale because the barrier to entry is non-existent, and everybody thinks that they can be a wholesaler and run their own company. And so that's why it's so hard to scale, because restaurants, if somebody's flipping burgers, they're not going to start thinking that they can open up their own Whataburger or McDonald's or whatever. And, if you're working for a law firm, just because you're working there doesn't mean that you suddenly think that you can run your own law firm. But the culture of a wholesaling operation is, if you are good at acquisitions or if you're good at dispositions, then you think that you can actually run your own wholesaling operations. Spending time with Mitzi, she told me a lot about how that happened to her a lot. And so definitely, um, definitely keeping that in mind moving forward as I scale this company up. It's changed my perspective on exactly what I want to do. And it's changed, I think, from building up a wholesaling company and scaling it out, which is something that you're always going to have to be in the business. You're never going to be able to delegate yourself completely out of it unless there's somebody that you trust so much, like Zach and Rick. Their relationship is pretty unique for obvious reasons. That's his dad and that's his son. You don't find that in average real estate investing partners. So I think as of today, what I want to do is make plenty of money so that I can then take my time and efforts and focus into commercial real estate, kind of like what Manny Koshbin, who's on YouTube, check him out, is doing. He's making millions and millions and millions on every deal, takes more work, but that gets me to retirement a lot faster, and that's really what I'm here to do. I want to retire by the time I'm like 35, and I want to have like 20 million in the bank or 20 million in assets or whatever. Um, but I think I helped Mitzi with her flip, and so I spent a little over 2 weeks every day with her, hanging out with her for at least 12 hours a day. It was a really great experience. I learned so much from her. And I think, unfortunately, I can't give you guys a video of the final product of the flip, but I can tell you that she kept her budget under 6 grand, and she increased the value by more than 70,000. She purchased it for 135, and now it should appraise for more than 210. So, yeah, that's a hell of a deal. And she only spent 6 grand, I think less, on everything that we did, and that was painting. She redid one of the bathrooms. She touched the other bathroom, the master bathroom, but she didn't tear out the shower or the tub. She kind of just resprayed. We just painted the walls and the ceiling, and she worked on the vanity and got that painted with just spray paint cans from like Home Depot. Everything she got was from Home Depot, except for the light fixtures, the faucets. I think that was from Home Depot, or I mean Amazon. She said you'll always find it cheaper at Amazon than you will find it at Home Depot by like 50% or more. But yeah, I can't show you the flip because she's already got her stuff moved in there, and so it's too late now. But it looks amazing. The other thing that she did was the backsplash in the kitchen, as well as the countertop. She used a paint to make it look like granite. So all of that stuff added together, replaced all the fans, kept all the same windows, didn't touch the heating and air conditioning. She didn't touch the roof, the foundation, the plumbing, or the electric. She didn't touch any of that. And she was able to increase the value by about that much. So super cool experience to help her with that, and to just spend time watching what it's like for somebody who is very, very successful, how they operate in their day-to-day, their moment-to-moment. And it was very eye-opening. And I'm absolutely 100% confident now that watching how she does her, how Mitzi does Mitzi, I know that I can do this too. I can be successful just like her. You know, but I will tell you, she operates on a different level whenever it comes to being focused. Whenever she's focused, she can knock out so much stuff on the computer in about 5 minutes that would have taken me an hour. And it's because she's so familiar with the websites and things like that. But it's definitely eye-opening to see that you know, like she'll get sidetracked. She'll be all over the place. She'll, you know, forget what she was doing and stuff like that, just like a normal person. But she is so incredibly gifted at like information recall. She has a photographic memory, and these things all add up to being incredibly time efficient, which is why she's able to do so much in one day. And it's very good to see that even though that she has these extraordinary abilities, that a normal person like me can do it too. As long as you just stay focused throughout your day, not go play video games or scroll through videos on YouTube and waste about 2 or 3 hours of your day. If you just really sit down and focus every day, then you're good. You can get as much done as somebody like Mitzi, who is incredibly successful. And that's what I think that's probably the most important lesson that I took away from this. Um, let's see. There was so much that we learned, and I'm trying to think of anything that I can share with you guys that would definitely help you guys out. I would say, I would say, don't do what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is pulling lists from the same sources, cold calling them, SMS texting them. And the reason that I will say that doesn't work, and I'll say that because I did it and it didn't work, and so did the other student that took Mitzi's course. She did that too, and it didn't work either. And for the record, the other student is working in Houston on $1 million, more than $1 million assignment fee. So if you want to take Mitzi's course, it's definitely worth the money, and the price is about to go up. I don't know if it already went up. She's got the beginner and the intermediate, but go check out Mitzi's beginner course. It is worth it. And I can tell you more about another student that I'm going to meet up with and drive around and see how he operates. He works 4 days a month, spends $99 a year on his business, and makes, on average, $35,000 a month. So that's the power in Mitzi's courses and what she teaches us. But don't do what everybody else is doing. Go for the online advertisement. Go for the Facebook ads. Go for the, whatever you have to do to be the first search result on Google's results and everybody else's. That is the key. Those are the people that we are going after because they're the most worth our time. So figure out how to do that. It's not that hard. All of the resources are here on YouTube. You can figure it out. And if you want any help from me, go ahead, drop a comment, let me know, and I will help you. But I will tell you, I cannot divulge information that is straight from Mitzi's course. I'm not going to do that to her. She worked her ass off on teaching us in the way that she taught us. She works her ass off. She is just really inspirational. But I will share with you what is fair, what is something that's not her course specific. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments. I'm here to help. That's what this channel is all about. But this is Jacob Gandy, almost done with my 4th month. Hopefully month number 5 is where things start to turn around. But until then, I will see you guys next time.